While let's do more of the game that never ends. Confirm Maruki's reality. I'll do that in the morning. Think about it tomorrow. Sleep. Not gonna do anything tonight anyway. I kind of thought we'd just be playing this with that was Izawa and Akechi the entire time. Didn't want to get the gang on back for the DLC. These clothes.
You have been imprisoned once more. This time, not by the god of control, but a different entity, one who's bound you through your future. However, you held fast to your free will and believed in your bond,
Also, it's been like a week,
allowing your
week and a half
to regain their own realities. You are on the verge of grasping
2 weeks.
a potential reality once more. Our meeting again now within this place is proof enough.
1 sec. Hold. And then gotta go here. Go here. There we go. All good. Put you back to where you were. And continue. What do I do now?
We are merely beings who provide aid to humans as they carry out their will. You must be the one to determine the path and actions to take.
Igor!
If the will of rebellion still thrives within you, then we will surely meet again.
Just want to talk to you, ask some people who want to X. Breaking into GF, baby.
Lady Lavenza told you that? We ought to tell everyone else that too. Let's all meet up after school.
Each tell me.
Good morning. I'm sorry. I can't believe what I tried to do to you two. I genuinely
Water on the bridge to
cannot
try to kill us.
apologize enough for what happened.
Oh, come on. There's no need for that. More importantly, how have you been?
Physically, I'm fine, but mentally, to be entirely honest, I'm all mixed up.
Are you okay?
My memories are still pretty fuzzy, and I haven't really processed everything yet. I'm going to need a little time to myself to think things through. I have to figure out what to do with myself from here on.
Just be there when I need it. It's fine. Why do you ask, Coach? They get extra classes as well. I want to study more. This is so awesome. There's nothing but bullying or anything like that here. I'm about to have a club today after school. You guys can come home without me. Club, I thought he was in the go home club.
Time's up.
Happy New Year, everyone. You all did your homework, right? Gonna be all about your college entrance exams, and if you cause in trouble, then it shows up in your transcripts, so make sure you behave yourselves, okay? Now time to turn in the homework that's used in class duty today.
And
Have been studying? Well, not that you really had the time for that. I've been studying. I'm the best student at this school. Is everyone rested up? More or less, my mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized it. Same here. I think I've sorted through my own thoughts, but I still like to hear everyone else's take. Tell you all something. Oh, let's meet at the hideout, sure thing. The hideout right after school then. Gotcha. Waiting for Aurelia. We need to update everyone about Lady Valencia. Cook up our plans for Ernie run out too. Dunk 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 dunk.
We have to choose our own path, eh? Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out. It seems he was right.
We can't accept this reality, but that means we'll have to fight Dr. Maruki, right?
that's right. We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way, it's business as usual for us.
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire, but that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts.
1 sec. Okay, sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
you already know.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past students.
We gotta do. Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. There are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki is actually doing the right thing. But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace. If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, then I'm gonna do it. So somebody say something?
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in. That doesn't sound bad at all.
Then it's unanimous.
Well, that means our next step is pretty clear.
Back to the palace.
Right. Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too. It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff? Why is Doc able to do that anyway?
I've been wondering the same thing. Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, we'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Beep, 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 beep.
Good day. This is Lavenza
Is
speaking.
that a cell phone? Oh, no, Lavenza.
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights. We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
Please.
Wait, how is she even calling you?
And how'd she know how high our wills are? Did she tap your line or something?
Her timing was just too perfect. Maybe she actually did.
I have performed no form of electronic surveillance whatsoever.
Apparently, she can hear you.
There's something I wish to tell you regarding your current situation. However, I'm reaching the limit of my communication ability with this method. Let us meet in person tomorrow.
Where?
It would be best for me to select a location considered easy to reach by all parties. Therefore, let us convene at your school.
At
He
Shujin?
doesn't go there.
Wait, she'll be at the school? Lavenza will?
In that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
I'm not sure what to make of it. But since we've determined our goal and Lavenza's offered to help us, I'd call that progress of some sort.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
Considering what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but
Well, I think we ought to team up.
Me too.
Are you sure?
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to change reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Plus, if he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
I guess that settles that.
let's all meet at Shujin tomorrow. I'll take care of figuring out how to get Yusuke and Futaba in the school.
I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
All right, let's head home for now.
So do you think Lavenza will make it that to her school? If she doesn't get lost or anything, that way, don't you think it's a bad idea for her wandering around the get up? Hopefully no one gives her a hard time. Someone does, you better come up with a good excuse for her, Arnold. Morgana's on top of it.
For real?
No, I'm not. How am I supposed to put something like that off? Kitty helping out a little kid sounds like a little dynamite duo. These 3 seasons on a movie, easy. Not exactly helpful to us right now, though. Anyway, I'm certain she would reach out to us something were to go Ari. But I have faith in Lavenzia and agree. Let's know if anything changes, Arnold. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, Lady Lavenzia want to meet up at school. She just wants to check out the place, right? Am I gonna do anything?
Hey.
Bye. We'll be staying inside.
Hey.
Okay. Go on to bed. You want me to talk to you?
Hey.
Don't tell me I'm not getting enough sleep, and then not let me go to bed if you don't want to talk. Hey. Sorry, it's nothing. It doesn't seem like nothing. Dude, how puffy is that? I was thinking blanket.
No.
Remember what happened that night? You remember, right? The night before we went to Memento Zeros, before we dealt with it, Shido.
Hey.
I said I finally found the place where I belong. Even though I said that, I really believed it. I still feel right. It felt right in Maruki's hands. It made it obvious how much I wanted to be human. Whether once I thought it would be giving me a chance for Lady On, but what I did was just so lame. Can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. But you came back. No, yeah, the shoe, but I mean, that was just the right thing to do. And now that I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Locked up in prison when we first met, so I'm nowhere near cool. Nowhere near it.
What?
Wait, I just said that. Didn't hear it for Harry to back at me.
Listen up.
No, I'm going to make you a promise right now. I'm going to be more independent. Keep relying on you for everything because deep down I thought you could figure everything out for me. All changing. I'm going to stand proud on my own 4 feet. I'm going to be the one to protect you. I promise I will. I'm petting the kitty. Pet the kitty. Let's go over to new and know my original power.
Alright.
Curious has transformed into Diego.
Okay.
Time to serve Maruki his just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull over one on us like that is asking for it. But you wish for it. I mean, it's true, but let's just forget about that part. Let's reject Maruki's real old world together and fight for a real reality. We're gonna be even greater partners now.
Let's turn in.
This is going to get hectic starting tomorrow. Let's call it a night. Miracle Rush. I guess a critical. Sure, it's thrown in there. Awakening the Phantom Thieves. Evolve the party member's persona. A new year is starting. You all look sleepy. Where's my mouse? What's Shigatsu one big excuse lays around? Good grief, Shigatsu's not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know? We decorate with Katamatsu, Kagami, Mochi, and Shibamanawa in order to welcome the Toshigami deities, one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewing and even children's day are meant to commemorate deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there end up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. And the phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective, anyone knows offhand already can be seen that you slept through in Shigatsu. Oh yeah, I mean,
Hey, wait!
Lady Han's obviously panicking, make a good time to help her out.
Seriously?
Didn't even sleep through Shigatsu. When are you awake? Can you give me a hint? Some kind of phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? What was the phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? How numerous they are? Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? What's the phrase again? The one about how many gods there are in Shinto? The 8 million gods. And that's it. So people call the gods of Shinto the 8 million gods.
Correct.
That's correct. We call them Yaoyorozu no Kami and the 8 million gods, or the 8 million gods, so the number is not meant to be taken literally. Yaoyorozu, essentially the shorthand for a myriad gods, an uncountable number. Olden days Japanese believed that gods dwelled in everything. All these traditions, you could say that beliefs still affect our lives today. Wonderful thing, really, we really need to cherish our history.
Nice
It seems relieved. Got some more good waypoints. For that one. About the misses.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat lunch. As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and... That's...
Follow it.
Yeah, let's go. Hey,
Just bouncing on this side. Okay. Watch it, kid. Downstairs.
oh,
The first floor. What's even trying to do? Gotta follow it now. As I phase through two kids.
for real?
The nuns are the nurse's office, not nun. Butterfly.
Anyway,
Well, once you can see it, something that's on purpose. No point thinking about that right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quickly. I thought I went to the bathroom.
Lady Lavenza.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
What's the formality?
That's odd. I thought humans regularly exchange phrases such as that upon meeting. Perhaps it would have been more appropriate to say, "What's up?"
Oh, well, anyway, how about we get this started?
As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
Yo, what's up?
Here?
Nun's office?
You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat, but the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened.
So
Until
sleepy.
that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza? I guess we should get everyone in here.
Infiltration success.
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here, we're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong. I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
All right, then. That's no concern of mine, anyway. Remember what I told you all before? We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Tell us what you know.
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it, as well as the true nature of his power.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
How to come back.
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly. That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization? Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona. In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
That's impossible. There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making...
Sorry.
It is just his subconscious.
There's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
Conscious? He's using a persona in the real world.
So his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect mementos, it's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
What?
The god of control.
Indeed. The being in mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean? So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
You what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this.
Is that really true?
It's most likely because...
You chose Maruki.
What?
After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
You can change the past, but you can still want to keep your chin up and press on where they get the gist of it. What that really means definitely be better if none of this ever happened at all, but no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your directing just will do something good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts. Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too. Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed. This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone. That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
It's possible.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card. This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions. Right?
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah? And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
And that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
we may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely involves her as well.
Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own. What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster. Please show me the path that you choose for humanity. I just...
Guess we might as well close up for the night.
It never ends.
Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a welcome.
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
I'm gonna pet the cat.
Sorry for coming over so late, and thank you for the coffee. It's delicious. Would you mind if I got something off my chest? Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today, and, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation. You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence, whereas I'm simply... like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but I was still running from reality.
The wrong button.
My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her. No. Like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward. I can't keep running like this, but now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do? You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai, but you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it. I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
Let's reform society.
We're gonna go to the palace. We're gonna take back the world, the real world. What are you doing? Writing reality. Never have thought of such a thing possible. Not only that, but this palace is ruled by the Persona user. Doesn't make any sense. God modding when I see it. The point basically is a god, right? Prime Minister Cheeto looks small time. Come up with a plan. Good point, we should meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Making a wish, we should go to Katakachi. Let's put him in. Agreed. Alright. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go, huh? Oh, better come up with a plan. I'm gonna go pet fast. Can I do things actually? Nope. Bye. Go to bed. Go to bed.
Hey.
Sleep. Poganomadome. How else today? What's the rush? I'm gonna accomplish anything, I'm gonna get out there. Let's go. I mean, the hideout is cool.
Okay.
There's a hideout now. Everyone to meet at the hideout, we should all think this over before we enter the palace. Everyone has a ride, let's begin. February 3rd is the day we agreed to with Dr. Maruki. We gotta find the treasure already. If the day passes over, we all get that right. Give her the round by February 2nd, it might be more precise. Another way to look at it, nice you actually remembered.
Yeah?
Of course you did. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to secure our route sooner rather than later. Must be deliberate, however, we have no idea what's going to happen.
Right.
Dr. Maruki's pretty much got the power of a god. I doubt anything's going to go smoothly. We better not let our guard down.
Very well. Let us go.
Oh, it's...
Hello, everyone.
Oh, something wrong?
You're going to fight Dr. Maruki, yes? Please, take me with you.
But you can't go in dressed like that.
Please? I'm done running away. I can't keep relying on people like Senpai. I want to live life as Sumire.
Color me impressed.
Looks like she'll do just fine here.
Can team up?
Thank you.
In that case, we gotta come up with a code name for you.
What now?
It wouldn't be right if you were the only one going by your real name, you know?
Oh,
you're right. Joker, got any suggestions?
No. You tired?
They often say that names and natures are in harmony. That's a pretty deep code name.
It's also trash.
Is it?
Then how about Violet? It's Sumire in English.
Violet. Yes, let's go with that.
Excellent. Now remember, everyone, Violet, not violent. Violet.
Yes, thank you for clarifying.
I'm surrounded by absolute fools. Are we done? We should probably get moving.
I know. Jeez. Come on,
You know what?
Violet.
Val will be in the group
Yeah.
by Makoto. What was to do now? Steer her out to the treasure. Gotta know where it all was before we get to after all. Check the most of the places on the map though. And then go even deeper than the palace. Let me take a look real quick.
Yes.
No security door here says the best place for to investigate. I'm getting some weird shadow readings too. Be careful. Run the auditorium. Let's get going. Sorry, it's not M. We're menu. Because I'm a psycho. Sorry, Jay. Dunka dunka ding da ding da dunka ding. No sense any shadows. We only got like 3 more minutes, so. Where we go? Are you holding up okay?
Yes.
Yes. It's just, I feel a little off. My outfit. They're not stable yet. I'm gonna guard down for a second, but I swear I'm fine. Sorry for making you all worry. Don't hold back either. Push yourself harder than you're capable of handling. You will endanger everyone else on your side too.
Security level crazy.
Enemies approaching. I don't know what the heck they are, but we better move it. Get back to it. So looking bad, we'll retreat right away. Until then, we'll back you up with everything we got. Would have other people go to the gun shop and buy a new gun and weapons and stuff, but that's fine. I might as well just save it, so I can get Overwatch done. This is I'm almost done Overwatch, I guess.
I should
I
write
want this thinking Zoo skin. Save. So the 3rd time we completed this row, or the 16 saves, I believe. Add system. Turn the title. I'll be back in a minute with Overwatch.